it's on my mind.
Who you know got it like that? Who you know really make rappers get laughed?
What is good? It is Jamon Gordon back with another DST Fitness video today. And today I'm answering a question I got in off of TikTok. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So kid wrote into me and said or asked, hey, just wondering, how should I diet? For example, protein or carbs and stuff, like I'm skinny and have a hard time gaining weight. So before we even go into the macros, and macros are what he said in his question, what's protein, carbs, and fats. Those are your macronutrients, and that's what makes up calories. And then those calories is what determines whether you gain weight or lose weight. So let's talk about foods that you should be eating first. Which ones are protein filled, which ones are carb filled, and which ones are fat filled. And if you guys want a link to this nutritional guide that I have made, drop a comment down below and I will send that to you guys. But what are foods that are filled with protein, carbs, and fats? So protein, for example, would be chicken, beef, fish, eggs. Those are your main proteins right there. Carbs would be rice, sweet potatoes, pasta, noodles, anything like that are your carbs. And then fats would be nuts, also eggs. Fish is high in fat and omega-3s and 6. Yeah, those are just quick, foods I can think of off the top of my head. Like I said, if you guys want this nutritional guide, shoot me a message down below and I will get that to you guys so that you guys know what are foods that you should be putting into your body that are healthy and are filled with the vitamins, minerals, and everything that you need in order to gain weight or lose weight in a good fashion. So when it comes to portioning out that stuff, so now that I know the foods, how do I make the proper diet in order to lose weight or gain weight? Now that's when macro manipulation comes into play, and that can be pretty tricky if you don't know what it is. And that's something that I do with my coaching. So if you guys do, or if you guys are looking for coaching services to lose weight or gain weight, hit me up on Instagram or my Discord channel, or shoot me a comment down below and I can get you started with that as well. But you want to focus on macro manipulation. So there are different formulas for each thing that you want. If you want to be protein based, then you will want your protein to be at like 40% protein, 50% carbs, and then 10% fats. That's not accurate at all. You don't want to do that. That's just that's just an example. There's more accurate stuff out there, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just shooting you guys examples. So that would be something for protein. If you wanted to be more carb dense, you would want your protein, your macro percentages to be at 50% carbs and 40% or 30% protein and then 10% fats or something like that. So it all, at the end of the day, they all have to add up to 100, but you can play around with the percentages of each macros and how you want them to be portioned out. So once you figure out the proteins, once you figure out your macronutrients for your protein, carbs, and fats, first is then you want to figure out how to make them into a percent and how they will equal up to being 100%. Once you do that, you got to get a food scale. A food scale is where you can weigh your food on there, and it would tell you this thing that you're weighing on here weighs about, or it gives you X amount of grams. If I'm weighing a chicken breast and it weighs 60 to 80 grams, or if it weighs 80 grams, then I know that's going to come out to be 23 grams of protein. So that's how you weigh your food. And then you want to do that with all your other foods. So if you want 40 grams of rice, you weigh out your rice, and you know that since it's 40 grams, that's going to equal 120 grams of carbs. That's the same thing. That's how you kind of want to portion out your food and track your macros. Same thing with fats as well. So it all plays into each other. But once you're able to do that, then you can start, implementing stuff and start to really see your weight change. You either see your weight go up or you can see your weight go down. It depends on what you want for yourself. So it's really, at the end of the day, like, it's not that hard to lose weight when you know what you're doing, or gain weight really when you know what you're doing. And it all just comes down to this macro manipulation. So that will conclude today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe. And you know what it is. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your cat that I am out here. Come and follow my channel, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.